A viewer wrote in not too long ago to ask me if I knew of any legends about mermaids, and indeed I did find some. I visited the islands of Hawaii many, many times, and this legend comes to us from Hawaii. There's a famous Hawaiian folklore from the Wailuku River and the Rainbow Falls. It tells us about a mo'o, or a mermaid, called Hina. She was a beautiful sea goddess who had a competitor, an evil mo'o called Mokuna. Mokuna wanted to kill Hina and destroy her home. Jealous Mokuna pulled a giant rock into the river and plugged it. The water level was rising, and Hina's home was about to be destroyed. So she called to her demigod son, Maui, to help her. Maui started to chase Mokuna in his canoe, but she was faster and hid herself into a water hole. Maui called goddess Pele to help him destroy Mokuna. Pele came down from the volcano, bringing hot lava with her. The water turned burning hot, and in the end, it killed the evil Mokuna. Still today, it's said that when you visit the Rainbow Falls, you can see the remains of Maui's canoe in the bottom of the river. On stormy days, the water boils because there's a lot of volcanic activity. Maybe there's a seed of truth to these stories. In any case, the islands carry a heavy magical air around their waters. That's for sure. I can attest to that. Now, in Hawaii, it's said that you should never turn your back on the ocean. It's more respectful to back out of it. Oh, that is so true. I've heard this many times, and there's a reason for that. I found out the hard way when coming out of the water on a fairly calm beach. See? The minute I turned my back to walk up to the beach, a huge wave came and knocked me down. In a place where you can see the waves coming from a mile away, it seemed safe enough until it wasn't. And I definitely didn't do that again. Yeah, I've heard that so many times. People have said, never turn your back on the ocean. And a lot of people have said, I've heard that, and then I did it and I found out why. So there you go. Now, another time I went to the black sand beach on the Big Island where I took a small piece of lava rock and a hermit crab shell from the Valley of the Gods. I had a horrific stream of bad personal luck, from car accidents to loss of jobs to a bad breakup. I sent the objects back to my mother, who flew from Oahu to the Big Island to give back what I had stolen. And she also threw in some vodka because we hear it's Pele's favorite drink. My bad luck seemed to stop abruptly. While I will never know if it was all coincidence, and I am more likely to believe that it was, I will never take another shell from that beach again. I have heard that many times from many different islands, all the islands of Hawaii. There's a place of refuge or city of refuge on the island of Kauai, and people used to bring gifts and sacrifices to the gods and things. It was a place that people used to go when they had committed something wrong, done a crime, and had done something unspeakable. And they might have even been banished to this place. But it's a beautiful spot, and there's lots of old structures there and carvings, and it's a sacred place. So that's another place where people were telling everybody, don't take anything from the beach. But really, that should be said about all places. in Hawaii, and really all Native American places on the big, mainland as well, because the spirits of the ancestors and all of the energy that has been put into these places by the prayers and the wishes and the sacrifices and the respect that they have been given, when you take that away, it does. And I know for some people that might sound superstitious and there's no scientific proof to that, but if you look at the Hawaiian Huna and the Aka cord and that whole theory, which Rupert Sheldrake is starting to prove scientifically, Professor Rupert Sheldrake, I believe it is. Anyway, that kind of gives some scientific credence to the whole concept. I don't know why. I can't explain it, and I don't pretend to understand it. I just know that I've seen it happen. I've heard of it happening. And taking something from those islands that's of nature, other than, a memento that I've bought, at a souvenir shop or something, is something that I would never, ever do. So I'm going to look into some more things, some more stories for you, but I wanted to thank you very much for watching my Star People and Native Americans episode.